Hey Internet! My name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. I'm enjoying the view over to my building site and I'm really happy with the second attempt of building a new home. After I had to tear down the first attempt, I am now really pleased with the shape of my new house. And well, to be more specific, with my new tower, and I'm really looking forward to continue the building process of it. And yeah, so at first, welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Sunday, May. What? Wait. May? Are we already in the month of May? Are we already that far in the year? Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, here, so apparently we are in the month of May. So, welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Sunday, May 3rd, 2015. And, well, I finally managed to close the gap. Since I had this issue with the internet outage, I felt really disconnected, especially because the internet outage lasted almost for 2 weeks, and yeah, now during the last few days I managed to close the gap. I was able to read all the news. I was able to get back on track. I finally feel now, or I don't feel disconnected anymore, and yeah, so I can now start with some space news. Well, they are no longer really space news, but they were new to me. And well, so on the one hand, the Messenger spacecraft, which was the first spacecraft that orbited around Mercury, crashed on Mercury because it was at the end of its lifetime, and it orbited around Mercury for 4 years, and well, it was really a successful mission. And well, eventually it ran out of fuel, and so it had no longer the chance to stay in orbit, and so yeah, it crashed on the surface of Mercury. And well, it took pictures until the very end of its lifetime. And well, it took more pictures than it was able to transmit home. But well, this is really cool. And well, now it's unfortunately disintegrated upon impact on the surface of Mercury. But yeah, it was a nice mission. It was a good mission. As I said, the first mission that orbited around Mercury. And it took so many pictures, it transmitted so much interesting data back about this, about Mercury. And yeah, so now it's over, this mission is over, but well, new space missions will come soon. And as I said at the beginning of this year, this year is very exciting, as we are now orbiting around Ceres, and we are flying towards Pluto, and we are getting more and more pictures that are even better than the pictures taken by the Hubble Space Telescope. And yeah, so it's an exciting year, and it's the usual thing of a space mission that, well, at first you launch it, and then you are performing the science, you are conducting some experiments and so on. And then it's at some point the end of the mission, because well, the astronauts have to return back home, or the spacecraft runs out of fuel or anything like this, and then yeah, it's time to move on to the next mission. And yeah, so this was cool. And yeah, so Messenger crashed onto the surface of Mercury, and then there is also another problem, or well, not really a problem, but we had at the beginning of the week a launch of a Progress supply ship, but something went wrong. The mission control lost communication with the Progress ship during the launch, and well, so it's not quite sure what happened during the separation and what might have caused the problem. But the Progress ship was spinning more or less out of control, and they weren't able to gain control over the progress ship, and well, so this thing will eventually re-enter the atmosphere and then burn up during the re-entry. And yeah, this is a little bit sad, and they haven't really figured out what caused this issue. And it was really, well, really interesting to see the video of the spinning ship, because you were able to see how fast the ship was spinning. As well, they had some images from the onboard camera of this progress ship, and you saw how, or you were able to see how the thing was spinning in front of the Earth. And yeah, this was really crazy. Or better, you weren't able to see the ship spinning in front of the Earth. You were more able to see how the Earth was passing by very quickly. And yeah, this was really a fast rotation. And yeah, now the thing will re-enter, because it was only deployed into its initial orbit, and there were no chances at all to boost this orbit to a higher altitude. And in this case, the thing will soon re-enter the atmosphere and then fall back on Earth. But here, luckily, no humans were involved in this problem. And as I said, it's a supply ship for the International Space Station, but the crew on board of the International Space Station is in no danger. They do have enough supplies to survive without the arrival of this the supply ship, and so everything is in good shape. And here, everything will continue as usual. And here, now they have to investigate what caused this issue. And yeah, what else is going on? Oh yeah, then for some reason I was in the opinion that KSP 1.0 will be released on this Thursday. But well, it was already released on Monday, and well, this is a good indication how disconnected I was from what is going on the internet during the internet outage. Because, well, I was really in the opinion that KSP 1.0 will be released on Thursday, but no, it was already released on Monday. And yeah, this is nice. And I have already started to record the first episode of Kerbal Space Program on Wings in KSP 1.0. However, it will take a while until you are able to see this, because I recorded several episodes during the internet outage, and well, I just wasn't able to upload these videos to YouTube. And wow, this was dangerous. And so yeah, it will take a while until you are able to see the first video in 1.0, but I think all the other episodes I have recorded so far about in 0.9 are also very interesting and exciting, and I think you should definitely look forward to this, and yeah, to enjoy these episodes. And I had a lot of fun recording them, and so I hope you will have also a lot of fun watching them. And well, regarding the release of KSP 1.0, once again, I'm not quite sure what I really like to do in Kerbal Space Program, because, well, on the one hand, I really like to continue my current KSP world, or my current KSP save game. And because, well, I built several space stations, and I landed on all the different celestial bodies, and even so that we do now have once again a new version, and that we do now have new features and better contracts, and it's a little bit more interesting to develop your space agency. I all the time feel that, well, it's a little bit redundant, as I started my career mode save game. Well, there was not the option to really develop your space agency and your space center, but on the other hand, I needed to fly out to, what do I like to do? Well, we do have sunset soon, and I like to spend the second day of today in the nether. I really like to start exploring the nether, so I think I will go to bed soon, and then we can explore a little bit the nether. As I said, as I explained, or as I was talking about my ideas for the near future of the coffee break in Minecraft, I wanted to explore the nether. And okay, I think it's now time to go to bed. And yeah, so KSP 1.0. Oh yeah, well, as I started my save game, I wasn't really able to develop my space agency and to upgrade all the buildings. But on the other hand, it hasn't really changed as much. Well, of course, I have to upgrade the buildings in order to gain access to all the features and so on, but on the other hand, I still need to launch missions, I still need to complete contracts, and I need to earn science, and I need to make experiments in order to gain science, to unlock things in the tech tree and so on. And so I feel it's a little bit redundant, and I have already completed this initial phase, and well, I don't see so much the benefits of redoing this once again. But on the other hand, I am also a little bit, well, not really happy with the way how I have counted these episodes, because if you are one of the one of the first viewers of my KSB series, or if you have watched all of these episodes, then you might know that the first 30 episodes were dedicated to space planes and to airplanes, and I was playing in a sandbox world. And so yeah, I only created space planes, and my main goal was to develop space planes. And yeah, this was all I did. And then on episode 31, I started the career game, and the career save game we are still playing. And yeah, so at some point I thought about maybe I should... Oh, there's a zombie pigman. Maybe I should... Okay, this thing is a little bit... As I have expected, this is a little bit unprotected. So that's why I grabbed all this cobblestone, because I really like to encapsulate my portal so that it is a little bit more protected from ghosts, and yeah, so that they are not destroying or that they are not shooting in my portal, and then I can't leave the nether anymore. So that's why I like now to build some kind of bunker or so, in order to protect my portal before I will start exploring the nether. And yeah, so I'm not so happy how I have done all this, the counting of the episodes. And I even thought at some point maybe I should just rename or change the counting of the episodes, so that well, the first episode is then the first of the career mode and so on. But I think this will then cause also maybe some irritation also. I'm not quite sure how I should do this at best. And wait, at some point I need to leave some way out. Maybe I will leave the thing open over here for now. And yeah, so this is going through my mind regarding KSP. And well, then, yeah, on the one hand I really think, okay, we are now on KSP 1.0, maybe I should start over once again. But on the other hand, I'm so happy with my progress, and I don't want to start once again building new space stations and unlocking the tech tree and so on. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what I should do at best. And I think I have to think a little bit longer about this, and I will continue discussing this issue in the next coffee break or so. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that, well, I have several things going through my mind regarding KSP, and I'm not quite sure how I should approach this. And yeah, now I can return to Promi's request of talking about my animals and my gardening experiences and so on. And yeah, in the last episode I was talking all about the cats we had so far, and yeah, cats are really cool. But gardening, well, apart from cats, I had 2 times a hamster. Hamster are also really cool animals. Unfortunately, their lifespan is not very long, so they usually live for 1 to 2 years or so. And well, this is all the time a sad moment when you really got used to this little hamster, and you really like this little guy, and he also got used to you, so that you can grab him and have him or have the hamster on your hand, and he's not biting you or anything like this. This is all the time cool, and then the hamster gets older and dies, and yeah, this is always sad. So I had 2 times a hamster, and it was also quite interesting. At some point, my mother had Henry, the black cat, in her arms or on her arms, and I had my hamster. And well, I grabbed an egg, interesting. And well, then the hamster wanted to sniff at Henry, and Henry was totally shocked that the hamster was trying to sniff on him. And this was really a strange moment, as I saw that. Okay, well, the cat is surprised by the things the hamster is doing, and yeah, this was cool. Okay, so I had 2 times a hamster. Then in our garden we do have 2 garden ponds, and in there we had a lot of goldfish. And well, this was also cool. This was especially as a young boy, this was really interesting to have these garden ponds and to play some adventurous things around the garden pond, and to think about, well, no, I'm doing an expedition, and I'm doing an expedition into this watery biome and so on, and I can see fish swimming around and so. And yeah, still we do have some fish left, but well, unfortunately, at some point there were oh dear, this is also a little bit unfortunate right now. I need to fix this. Okay, okay, so much about this cobblestone. Maybe I should start a new area where I can farm, or where I can produce and get some cobblestone from. Wait, can I? No, I can't. This is not good. This is not good at all. Okay, I need to have a different area. Maybe I will make my way into here. Is this okay? Yeah, this is okay. Yeah, some birds came along, and they thought, oh, it would be cool. There's some free food. Let's catch some goldfish. And so they reduced the population of our goldfish, and this was a little bit unfortunate. And well, apart from goldfish, we do have also some frogs. This is always cool, especially when during the summertime, when they start to sing and they make their froshy noises. This is always fun. And then, for some reason, some newts started to live in our garden ponds. This is all the time so amazing when you look into the pond, and then you can discover a newt. And well, these are really cute creatures. And I think I managed, as I explored our garden pond with my camera, or with a waterproof case of my camera, I managed to capture some images from the newt. And so at some point I can show you our newt. This is always cool. And yeah, apart from our garden ponds, my grandma had an aquarium, and there were also a lot of fish. Well, no goldfish, but these usual colorful aquarium fishy things and so on. This was also nice. My grandma also owned a turtle at some point. This thing was really cool, and the turtle was also allowed to run through the garden during the summertime. And well, at first this guy was really funny, and it was nice to sometimes stumble upon this turtle running through our garden. But at some point the thing got crazy, or I don't know what the thing was. It's not good. What the thing was thinking, but it started to bite into our toes, and then the turtle got really annoying because, well, all the time the turtle was around, you had to be careful, and you needed to pay attention that the thing was not biting into your toes. And yeah, so at some point we had a turtle around, and this was interesting, but well, someday the turtle was gone and it vanished, and yeah, so at some point the turtle was gone, but well, this was also interesting, and I think this wraps up all the animals so far we had around, or we owned so far. Hamster, cats, turtle, fish, frogs, newts. Is there something else? No, I think that's all we had so far. This was really interesting. So it was a little bit like a zoo or so, but yeah, this was cool. And regarding the gardening, well, I'm not so much into plants. Well, I know that, well, the green part of the plant has to point upwards, and the part with the roots has to be inside the earth. But well, that's all I know about plants, more or less. I am more about, well, doing Minecraft things in the garden. So I really enjoyed at some point, well, I think it's already nighttime, and it's maybe a little bit a longer story I have to tell you. So I think I will continue Promise Request in the next episode. So in this case, I think we are now at the end of this episode. I hope you liked this, and I hope you will be joining me in the next episode. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you!